So there it is at last. I'll get my hands on the H2 SX SE. So there it is at last. I'll get my hands on the H2 SX SE. It's a lovely bike, look. I've been looking forward to trying this for a long time now. It's got a single-sided swing arm, supercharger, trellis frame, big Bembo brakes. These lights, apparently, at night they light the ground where you're turning. It's a cracking looking thing. So let's see what it rides like. Yeah, so this is the H2 SX SE Plus. It's a 200 brake horsepower. It weighs around 256 kilos, and this is the replacement for the ZZR 1400, which will go out of production this year. So it's got same power output as the ZZR, but obviously it delivers it in a completely different way, being a 1000cc supercharged. I thought it'd be very smooth, but I'm not so sure it is. Maybe it is once you get used to it, but because the throttle response is really good, got to be a little bit careful on the right wrist. It does just take off. Oh my god, the acceleration of this thing is quite impressive. I mean, it delivers the power a lot different to the ZZR, there's no question about that. It feels a lot smaller than I was expecting, quite light. Throttle response is very responsive. You've got to be quite gentle with it. It will take off if you're not careful. I don't think it's as hard hitting as the ZZR, if I'm honest. It's quite quite light for pooling around in town like this. It's very comfortable for this sort of ride, but it's not the sort of ride you want. That's a better noise. Makes some very strange noises when you come off the throttle. I quite like it, to be honest. It's still got the clunky Kawasaki gearbox. Feels a lot smaller than I was expecting. You know, I thought this was going to be quite a wide bike, I suppose, because I'm coming from the ZZR to this. I'm comparing it to the ZZR because it is the replacement for the ZZR at the end of the day. It's a very comfortable driving position though. You could ride this all day without any problems at all. Very comfortable. The seat is very comfortable. Got some weird things on the dash on here. We can adjust the suspension. At the moment it is set for one person, so you can change the preload on the electronic suspension to have it for two people in luggage, one person in luggage. That's in fifth gear. Yeah, you know, it's very torquey. I think it was 134 Newton meters of torque. So yeah, that was fifth gear. Picked up very nicely. Yeah, it's got the fully electronic suspension, so it will stiffen up and loosen up as it sees fit. It will adjust to road conditions, and it adjusts quicker than the blink of an eye, so you wouldn't notice it. It's very quiet, not much engine noise at all. Maybe we'll give it a few more revs soon and see if we get some nice noises in. It's really hot today though, so whether that's having an effect on the bike or not, I don't know. It's over 30 degrees, very warm. It's quite strange really, it's not as aggressive as I was expecting it to be. It's quite tame. I was expecting it to be a proper sort of H2 supercharged beast, but it's not. It's actually quite civilised. Yeah, that funny clunking noise is actually the when you're off the throttle noise. If you tried a bit of braking into a corner then, and it does work. It's got all the guns and whistles, this one, so with the electronic suspension it will stabilise the bike under braking, even if you're braking into a bend, so you do a little bit of trail brake. Oh, that's a bit gravelly. You might have good suspension, but I'm not sure about on this sort of surface. Oh, that's nasty. Just sounds quite high revving at tick over. It certainly revs very quickly. It don't take a lot of effort to get this up into the revs, and it corners fairly well as well. I mean, it's got quite a long wheelbase, this, so it corners really well. Shocked. I don't know, I thought I was going to be coming back to buy one of these, swapping in the big Z for one of these, but I'm not convinced now, to be honest. So maybe I'll have to get a new ZZR instead. So, the price of this bike, if you go for the full H2 SX SE Plus, it's £21,500. I believe you can get the ZZR for around £12,000, 11.5, £12,000. That's a lot of money. You can do a lot with that. Is it worth the extra? I'd say no, to be honest. I mean, you can get the standard bike for 19.5. That's still a lot of money in it. I mean, you get a lot of bike. You can go anywhere on this. It is comfortable, very comfortable. I mean, it'll take a bit of getting used to. It doesn't seem as stable as the ZZR, and I think if you stuck a few panniers on this, that might even get worse, you know, once you start lifting that weight up a bit. I'll have a look, see if you can hear that noise in a sec. See if the camera will pick it up. So, all it is the butterfly valves shutting, but it does sound strange. So in summary, am I going to come back and buy one of these and swap it in for the big Z? And the answer would be no. It's a great bike, but I don't think it's a replacement for that. It's too much money for what it is. It's not as beastie as I expected it to be, if that's the right word. It's certainly got some pickup when you need it, you know. It does pick up and go, but you'd expect that. It's got 200 brake horsepower, but the way it delivers it, you would never know that. It's a clever bit of kit, I'll give them that. So that's it for this review of the H2 SX SE, and yeah, I'm really not convinced. It's a nice bike, it's a comfortable bike, it's certainly quick. Is it £21,500 quick? No, you can get a lot of bike for that. I don't know. If you're just looking for a tourer, then maybe I can understand that. If you're looking for a bit of a toy at weekends, then no, I don't think this is the bike for you at all. And if you're looking for an all-rounder, then yeah, maybe, you know, try it. If you're used to a full-on touring bike, you'll probably love it. If you think it's a touring hyper bike, I don't think it is. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and I'll catch you next time.